I've got a lot going on this morning. I've got a load of laundry I've got to fold up. But over here, I wanted to share with you. I've got the seeds. I'm going to go ahead and put these up for the end of the year. These are seeds that I've saved this year. And this is the way that I save them. I just write on something that's usually disposable, like a napkin. This is tomatoes. I've got cucumbers, peppers here that I wrote on this plate. I've got tomatoes. These are Meyer lemon seeds. I love to grow a little Meyer lemon tree occasionally. But during the course of a busy season of picking and harvesting and maybe canning or preserving, I'll take an old cardboard flat tray box like this and I'll just write on here the seeds that I'm saving, and I'll put them out to dry. You can see these seeds are thoroughly dry. So I can go ahead and pick through these and get them ready to put up for next year. I'll be able to use these seeds next year from the garden. Now, I don't save every seed, but just things that maybe I think I'm getting low on the seeds, and sometimes just things that people's ask for that they would like to have some seeds for, like the passion flower here. There's a lot of people that want a few of those seeds, friends and family. But you can see these seeds here are dry. Sometimes I go through them and go ahead and get out the stuff that's not usable, you know, just like the little membrane that the seeds are attached to. I'll sometimes get those out. And sometimes I'll just go ahead and put them up like they are and wait until next year, and I'll just take these out. It's no big deal, depending on whatever kind of time that you have to put into your seeds, to how much that you do with them. Now, I've got some things over here that help me. I've got some envelopes, and I just put on here what I'm going to put in these envelopes. And then I'll use paper clips or tape to seal up those envelopes for next year. Of course, paper's porous, and so these seeds will do just fine in here. I've also saved some bags. I've probably shown you this tip before. I've also saved a few bags from just from the kids, and just small bags that I can put seeds in. These from the pharmacy are really good. They've just got a big W on them. They're thin, and you can get seeds in here. And I've just saved a multitude of little bags so that I can put seeds in. And sometimes you might need a big bag. When Donald and I were foraging one day, we got those milkweed seeds, and I just put the whole pods in here. I dried them and I put the whole pods in. So this is a pretty good size bag for a seed bag, but hey, you use whatever size bag you need according to what kind of seeds you have and how much you're going to save. This is a great way to save your seeds, to have them on hand when you need them. I've done this forever. And the thing that I find most about it is the convenience. By just putting the name of whatever this might be, and me just throwing like the pepper and the seeds in here, I can just let them dry, and I don't have to be under a time frame. And then when I find myself with more time like today, I can take the time to go ahead and bag these up. We'll go ahead and put some rubber bands on these bags that I've saved. Now, getting ready, you know, paper clips and tape's easy to find, and you can save your little bags. Now, this doesn't take up much room, but when you're ready to harvest seeds, either from your flower garden or your vegetable garden or your herb garden, you can get one of these little bags, recycle it, reuse it, and it makes a great storage for your seeds. Here I have some envelopes that I wanted to use up, and so I'm using these envelopes up first because I've got mainly small seeds here today. But saving the time, you know, whatever you have on hand that you don't mind. These seeds were wet when I put them in here. You know, they were damp from the fruit, and you want to dry them out good before you store them so that everything will be fine when you go to get them the next year. If you put them in plastic, they'll probably mold. But if you put them in a paper bag or a porous paper envelope, it prevents that from happening. That's a lot of seeds. This can save you a lot of money in purchasing seeds, especially if you like to grow the same things every year. And we do. We generally grow the same things every year. Now, most of the time what I do is I just go ahead and put a paper clip on the top of them so I can open and close them. This one is particularly open, so in order to not let my seeds slip out, I'm going to go ahead and take this envelope. That'll keep my seeds in, and I'm going to go ahead and put 2 paper clips on, because when I use these next year and I go to seal them back up, I'll use these paper clips to do that. So there I got the peppers. Now these tomato seeds were kind of small. I don't know what kind of tomatoes they are. I didn't get specific and write down what kind of tomatoes that I was preserving the seeds from. I'm pretty sure these are Cherokee Purple, because I made an effort to save some Cherokee Purple seeds this year. But I'm not even going to put that on, because I'm not sure that it is a Cherokee Purple. And that's something that I'll just be thrilled to have anyway, because I know that I like these peppers. I would not have, these tomatoes, I wouldn't have saved the seeds if I hadn't liked them. So I'm not going to worry about being real specific. You can be as specific as you would like in labeling your seeds. But me, this is just a time saver, something I do to make sure that I have seeds for next year, especially of the things that we really like. If we or something that somebody's asked for. Now here's the little pod. Sometimes I'll put the whole pod down in here. The seeds will come out of it in this envelope, and it'll be easier. These seeds have dried to this paper that I've put these in here. I will just put this whole thing in here. And I'll just go about it next year. I've taken those seeds out of there. When I get ready to use them, when I get ready to plan my garden and start my seedlings. I like to go ahead and put the paper clips on now, and that'll ensure next year when I open these up, if I don't use all of them, that I'll have those paper clips to close them back up with. These are cucumber seeds. They're all over this paper towel. I'm just going to fold this dry. All of this is dry. There's no moisture in it. I'm just going to go ahead and close them up. And I'm getting these ready to store for next year. If I have trouble finding any kind of seed that I really liked, I know all I have to do is just go to my seed storage, and I've got them right here. Now these are the bottoms off of the Clorox bottle that I make my plant markers out of. So I saved the bottom. It can go under a plant. You can put a little plant on top of here, and it can be a good tray, disposable, reusing something that would otherwise be thrown away. Or you can just label it and put your seeds in here, and you see how clean and easy they come off of that. No problem at all getting those seeds off of that plastic Clorox bottle that we recycle. This is a cantaloupe that Donald really liked, so we're going to save the seeds from that. I'm going to see if I can't grow him a couple next year. I've got just a few Myra seeds here, so I'll just need a small container for that. And I'll pick through one of my little bags. I've got more cantaloupe, and I've got some tomatoes. We call, you know, the little tomatoes, we call them tomatoes. So I'll just take some bag that I've got right here that I've saved for such a thing. I want to go ahead and label it so I'll be sure not to get these things mixed up. Though I probably could identify a tomato seed from a cantaloupe seed, I'm not even going to take the chance of mixing it up. Let me get my marker. I've got a pen, but I need a marker. It seems like the more detail you get into saving something, the easier it'll make you the next year. It'll make it easier to use them. I'm just going to put a cherry tomato. Of course, we call them tomatoes. That's something we grew up calling them in the Appalachian. Now I'll just stick the tomatoes right down in there. And I've got some left over. I could take the scissors and trim that up a bit. Didn't cost a thing. Now I've got tomato seeds here saved for the little tomatoes. Donald's Aunt Cat gave him these tomato seeds, and she had a little bit different variety. Hers were bigger than ours were, so he wanted to try her variety, and that's what these are. You can all put what kind they are. Like I can just add Aunt Cat to this, and he will know that that's the ones we got from Cat last year. Here's this little Walgreens bag that I'm going to reuse. You know, prescriptions come in these bags. And I'm just going to put Myra lemon seeds. Of course, there's not too many of them that comes from a lemon. This is just one lemon Myra seeds. So I'm just going to put these in this little thing. Sometimes, you know, I don't always wash the seeds before I save them, depending on how much of a hurry I'm in. So if they stick to this napkin, that's not going to hurt them a bit when it's time to plant. That napkin will just wash right off, or it'll just go right in the ground and the seed will grow right through it anyway. So there's the Myra lemon seeds. Now I just have the cantaloupe to go. We were enjoying this cantaloupe, and I just dried the seeds. I just took the middle. I did take all the pulp out of this bunch of seeds and washed them under a strainer so that they wouldn't be quite messy. You know, cantaloupe seeds can be really, really messy. Pumpkin seeds, any kind of melon like that. But I'm going to put them right in here. We'll get all the seeds we can. We got them all here. And here are our cantaloupe seeds from Virginia. I've got them labeled. I'll go ahead and put the paper clips on it. And here are all of our seeds. It just took a few minutes, and now we've got them all organized. They're already dry. They've been drying for a while in that cardboard tray. I'm going to add these downstairs in my container where I keep all of my seeds. Here's 8 packets of a different variety of seeds that I grow, or that we wanted to grow from something that we enjoyed. So we know we've got plenty of seeds to plant next year. Here's all the things that you might have on hand. Just using these 3 things here and some paper bags and things that we saved to store seeds in. Some recycled napkin or bottom of Clorox bottles, or plates, styrofoam or paper plates, whatever you have. Just things like that you have on hand. I could even use these right here. I could even save these and write on here the top that I cut off of that bag. I'll let you know. You know, if you could save some seeds on that. Thank you for letting me share with you how I save my seeds. I hope this helps you, gives you an idea. You know, I try to recycle and reuse and make the most out of what I have on hand. And I'm pleased with this year's seeds. Now, I have not saved the flower seeds. These is just from the little vegetable garden. I'll be saving many flower seeds out there from the flower garden. And I'll do them the same way. And then I'll have the seeds I need for next year. Thank you for letting me share it with you. And like always, until next time.